have a story for you. Do you remember the other day when you asked me as to why I didn't want to accompany you to the beach? I shared my reasons with you then, that the sea had lost its mysteries, and no longer was it for me a place where I could escape to. Even its waves had become predictable and repetitive. Today, however, I have something amazing to tell you. I'm not even sure if you'll ever believe me, but here it goes. Yesterday morning, in the very early hours, for reasons that I cannot explain, I went to the beach. While walking along the coast, in the distance, I saw a figure. I was indifferent about it and continued my walk. Eventually, I noticed the figure was walking towards me. As I walked and the figure got closer, I could make out the features. There was calmness in the eyes, and a tranquil, friendly energy surrounded this person. The wardrobe was similar to mine, casual. I could see this person carrying a bag, and my focus went to the glass bottle that I could see, part of it in the bag. "Watch out," said this person, pointing at my feet. I quickly noticed that I could have tripped over a tree trunk, which was mostly buried under the sand, but one needed to be cautious nevertheless. "Thank you," I said. "You look like you were in a trance," I heard this person say. "How so?" I asked. "It doesn't surprise me. That's how one can get when they're near the ocean." "It used to be like that," I said. I could see this individual had more to say and proceeded to walk closer towards me. I could see the hair being caressed by the wind. The smile was the one I used to have. I kept asking myself, whatever happened to me? When did I stop being who I was? How did I lose my smile? And when, above all else, when did my love for the ocean cease? I was like you just a few days ago. "I don't know what you mean," I said. I wasn't exactly in the mood to start a conversation with someone that I had just met to discuss how I was feeling that morning. However, as if my thoughts were being read, I heard, "Don't worry, there's no need to tell me everything. However, I gotta tell you about this." Taking the bottle from the bag, I was told I wanted to throw it back into the sea and float its way to another reader. All of this seemed very strange, and yet I kept listening to every word. The voice had hypnotized me. A few days ago, I was like you. I was walking on this very place, asking myself as to why the wonder of the ocean voice trailed off, and the gaze was towards the horizon. There was so much tranquility in those eyes. Something good must have happened. Something amazing, perhaps. I had to know. And what happened? I asked. I don't think you'll believe me. But here, take this. I was given the bottle. I wasn't sure what to do with it, or even accept it. Seeing my reluctance, I heard, "It's okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll plant it here in the sand. It'll be up to you whether you'll pick it up or not. Even if you don't take it, when the sea level rises, the bottle will float away with the waves. The ocean will know what to do with it. I'm heading back to town. Maybe we'll run into each other again." "What's your name?" I asked. "I'll let you know if and when we meet again, just like today," was the response, and walked away. If I hadn't been so subdued, I probably would have said or asked more. I stood there for a while, staring at the sea, for who knows how long. I looked down at the bottle, planted by my feet. I picked it up and walked to a recycling bin. I wasn't going to leave it there. When I got to the bin, and just as I was about to throw it out, something caught my eye. The letters on the paper that was rolled inside the bottle began to move. I dropped the bottle. I was startled. As the bottle rolled on the pavement, I saw how iridescent the paper inside of it was. I kneeled down to get a better look, and those words came back to me. Everything cherished. What kind of technology is this? And without giving it much thought, as if my inner child soul took over me, I heard myself ask, "Is it magic?" The rays of color shining through the glass made me see beautiful things, beautiful colors. It was like I was looking inside a rainbow. I couldn't resist it. I grabbed it and loosened the cork, and opened the bottle. And I can definitely say to you that everything changed. Taking the paper out of it to unravel its secrets, the wind began to blow, and there was a lovely fragrance to it. As soon as my eyes read the first word, the wind began to whisper what was being read. As of this moment, you'll always know that this planet has many secrets, enchanted places that don't want to be seen. However, there are other places that choose those to share their secrets with. Hello, traveler. We've been told that you are on your way to Oceanos, the only is this? We are the clouds. As I looked up, the sky wasn't the same. There was no clue as to the time of day. The world I knew was left behind so suddenly. Even the constellations were different. Where was I? Looking out towards the sea, I noticed it was different. Despite of being in a place that I didn't know, everything was peaceful. It felt safe. Come closer. The sea was calling me. It was a beautiful voice. I began to walk towards the ocean, but as soon as I stepped on the sand, it was unbelievably soft. I had to feel it with my own feet. Even though the sea was calling, I sat down, untied the laces of my shoes, loosened them up, and took them off, and peeled off my socks. And with such enthusiasm, I dug my feet in the sand. It was so soft. It wasn't sand, and if it was, I can assure you that it doesn't exist in our world. Before ending up in this place, I had completely forgotten about my sore muscles. Every time I dug my feet and wiggled them side to side in the sand, the soreness loosened in my calves and shins. It was like a deep massage. Come closer, beckoned the sea again. I got up and walked towards the waves, which seemed to calm down as I got closer. Come closer. I'm here, I responded. Come in. I could only wonder if the sand had been the softest thing I had ever felt. What would these waters feel like? First, I touched the water, and immediately I felt as if there was energy running up my fingertips. It was incredibly relaxing. It made my forearms feel heavy. A deep sleep was fast approaching. I didn't want to think about what was happening. I let the water take over me. I sunk in. Because I was on the shoreline, it wasn't too deep. It was enough to cover my body. It felt safe, and I opened my eyes, and instinctively I breathed. It was amazing to be able to breathe underwater. Everything is possible in this world. It was that beautiful voice again, filled with such tenderness. Breathe deeply. Let your lungs expand. Exhale. And let them relax. I then felt a loving, calming presence. Who are you? I asked. The sea. Where am I? You're in my world. This place has been called by many visitors as Oceanos. What am I doing here? We found one another. This is a gift. You make what you want with it. The outcome of this encounter relies all on you. The colors that you see, lose yourself in them. If you wish, you can close your eyes and listen to my voice. Feel this calming energy, starting from the crown of your head, right on the center. Feel how your hair floats in the water, and your head is being rocked side to side. Your whole body is being hugged by the water, rocking side to side. The energy begins to produce tingles all over your scalp. All those little muscles in your head begin to soften. Breathe deeply, and when you exhale, the stress begins to leave your body. The energy moves towards the front of your head. Feel it on those temporal muscles. Spreading to the eyebrows and towards the entire orbital region. Feel it under your cheekbones. Right there on those little muscles underneath your cheekbones, where the stress likes to hide, and it tightens those muscles. Now press your jaw close. Press it and release. Open your mouth and feel those jaw muscles stretch. The energy then moves to the rest of the face, the ears, the nose, the rest of the jaw, and the lips. Now, it spreads to the entire neck. Take a moment to notice how relaxed your head and neck feel. Let's continue. Feel the energy covering your shoulders and your entire back. It covers your chest, your pectoral muscles, your torso, and your abdominal muscles. In order to fully relax your intercostal muscles, those little muscles between your ribs, inhale deeply. Feel your lungs expand and feel how it's stretching those muscles. Exhale and relax. Do this as many times as necessary. Ensure that the breath goes deep down to your lower abdominals. Let's focus now on the arms. Bit by bit, the energy covers both arms. Squeeze those bicep muscles. Squeeze them tightly and release. Every time you release the tension, the energy rushes to that area of the body. It seeps into your muscle fibers, the fascia, everything. That calming energy, that sensation now moves to the forearms and wrists. Feel the heaviness of your upper body. The more relaxed you are, the heavier it feels. The ground beneath you, that soft sand, feels great on your entire back. Let's focus now on the hands. Make them into fists and squeeze as hard as you can. Now release. The energy covers the top of your hands, palms, and every finger down to your fingertips. Each finger is completely covered. Your thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and the pinkies. All of them heavy and relaxed. They are so heavy that you let them sink a bit in the sand. If you notice, your lower limbs are rocking back and forth in the water. It's because the energy hasn't gotten to them yet. Before we proceed, we need to focus a little more on your torso. Squeeze those abdominal muscles as tightly as you can. Now release. The energy spreads to your oblique muscles, internal and external, your transverse muscles, rectus muscles, and those of your lower back. It covers your glutes, the pelvis, and the thighs. Now squeeze the thighs as hard as you can. Now release. The energy feels like a massage on your upper legs. It even loosens the IT band on both legs. Now squeeze your calf muscles as tight as you can. Now release. Feel the energy covering your calves and shins as well. It moves to your ankles and releases your Achilles heels. It covers the top of your foot and sole, and again, just like it did with your hands, it covers every toe. As a matter of fact, your feet are receiving extra energy as they carry you and take you everywhere. They tolerate so much. It's time that they receive all the healing energy they can get. Let them feel that heaviness. Feel how they melt into the sand. Your entire body is resting on the ground completely. It's as if it's melting with the sand. The ground vibrates as well with the healing energy. Continue to breathe deeply. The energy protects you, and together with the energy from the sand, they create a cocoon around you. You can remain inside of it as long as you need and as long as you want. It is here where you will renew your body, your mind, and your emotional state. I don't know for how long I was there or how I came back to our world. I woke up lying on the sand back at the beach, and the sea level had dropped. I looked around me and noticed that the bottle was next to me. I could hear the waves in the distance. And I think I heard them say, "I'll see you again, traveler." I'm not sure if they were speaking. I was still coming out of that deep trance. Eventually, I got up, and my whole body felt anew. I felt strong, healthy. And when I looked down at my hands, I saw sparks of energy emanating from my fingers. That proved to me more that what I had just experienced was real. As I looked out to the sea, I couldn't help but smile. Its wonder, its mystery had returned. It was an amazing feeling. Who was going to believe that this sea had spoken to me? That I had been to a place named Oceanos. And now, I leave this bottle with you because I see that you need it. In the meantime, I'm going to go on my way with a clear mind and with a stronger body. Maybe someday, you and I will meet up again.